If I can be perfectly honest, I was kind of let down when I first saw Genocyber. With everyone around me telling me it's one of the worst anime of the era, I was expecting a competence the likes of which I could only dream of. Instead, all I got was hatefulness and missed opportunities. The first part of the series is by no means good, but it is slightly tolerable, if completely misguided. Any kind of goodwill it could muster up was snuffed out immediately by how unnecessarily cruel it was being. Presentation is everything when it comes to doing ultraviolence right. When it is done right, it can be gleefully hilarious or pants-shittingly shocking. When it's done wrong, it's just draining. Part 2 of Genocyber is a monster of a different breed. While Part 2 may have slightly toned down the hatefulness, it also tones down what redeemed the first part, making for an, at best, boring sit. And boring is funny, right? Right? Fuck. It appears that the wild child, when she's not in godbaby form, struts around in a robotic body. Where this body came from is never really explained, as the OVA hopes that the sight of helicopter guns chewing children up until their bodies explode like cream cheese in a microwave will distract you from this plot hole. However, this does lead me to ask a very pressing question. Why the fuck are helicopters targeting children?
I think one of these little bastards keyed my car. Better safe than sorry.
All we ever find out is that they're in a country that's in war with the rest of the world. Apparently, this is reason enough for the neighboring countries to send out 3 helicopters, over an ocean mind you, to kill these children. They don't do anything else, they just kill them. Now, you might be inclined to say that they're targeting the wild child so they could kill the godbaby and her friends got in the way, or that they're running away from some kind of sabotage mission or something along those lines. But there's no evidence to support any of that. In fact, it's later revealed that the identity of the godbaby is so secretive that not even the global government knows who she is, or even that the godbaby exists. So why in the fuck would some pissant country have the inside track on all of this shit? Well, that's because they don't. The show killed these kids because they needed to give the main character emotional baggage and also an out for her to kill everyone. Fuck you. And of course, the sight of her little friends turned into chunky salsa causes the wild child to go all godbaby and waste the helicopters. Why she couldn't have done this before her friends got mangled, I don't know. This act of retribution spurns the US to send out a fleet to help out in the fight, with the company that originally made the wild child and her sister sending in its own reinforcement, in the form of some robot thingy that has the power to use the same force that godbaby does. Wait a minute, I thought she was tapping into some kind of chi force. How can an AI tap into what is supposed to be a biological... Fuck it.
Huh?
What you doing, Alice? Alice, for God's sake, pull up, that's an order! What the fuck are you doing?
There's kids in here with me! Fucking kids, man! Playing with the controls and stuff! Where the hell did they come from? No!
Hold on, why in the hell is the AI making that pilot hallucinate and crash? He wasn't the one who killed those kids. And how does the AI know about those kids if he wasn't even... Fuck it! We cut to the aircraft carrier and its many and varied staff. Normally, this kind of montage is meant to establish characters and the surroundings. Here, it's meant as a prelude to who is going to meet a violent and bloody end. Nameless crew in a mess hall? Dead. More nameless crew members relaxing in an arcade? So dead. A priest? $10 says he's crucified by the end of the show. This new robotic superweapon is given a test run on a fighter jet, showing off its ability to merge with anything electronic. I'm sure there's a stealth joke to make in here somewhere, but that would mean I'd have to watch Stealth. But things turn into bullshit fast as the plane carrying the wild child radios in asking for permission to land. For some reason, her presence causes the superweapon to go haywire, and it tries to knock it out of the sky, but winds up failing. If the superweapon wanted the godbaby dead, Why didn't it shoot the plane out of the sky? I mean, it wouldn't have killed her, but at least I would have followed a line of logic. Instead, she winds up being alright, and the professor who created the weapon is blamed for it going rogue.
You stupid, ignorant fucking piece of shit! Your monster could have killed those people in cold blood!
Hey, asshole, check the wreckage. Unless the pilot was just napping while his head was launched through a pane of glass, that guy'd be dead. The wild child is brought on board the ship, and it seems that the company doctor, whose voice is strangely familiar to me, has taken quite a shine to the little moppet. Of course, it's not long before more assholes start making comments.
Fucking A. Hey, Dr. Myra, you know, I heard that the Caribbean Army has turned all their prostitutes into a bunch of spies. I know it sounds crazy, but you gotta be careful.
How can you be so nasty to her? Assholes!
Doc, considering who's writing their dialogue, be grateful that they haven't curb-stomped her ass just for yucks. The wild child uses her telekinetic power, confusing the doctor and sending her straight down the path to Crazy Town. Seriously, she adopts the wild child and gives her the same name as her dead daughter.
I think it's because Myra lost her own child. The kid was about the same age as Laura and looked very much like her.
Really?
Her name was also Laura. She went on a vacation alone and died in a tragic plane crash. Dr. Myra never really got over it. I suppose that's why she gave her child's name to this girl.
You don't say! Why is this not sounding the crazy alarm to you people? I also love the fact that the only person in all of Part 2 who treats the wild child with any sense of humanity or decency only does because she has a near-delusional relationship with her. Mr. Akawa, please, tell me. What the fuck happened to you between this and the Desco? And why didn't it happen sooner? The wild child is led towards the superweapon via the ghostly apparitions of her friends, and again, if this is the superweapon making her see this, how the fuck does it know about these kids?
Get the fuck away from me, man!
Hey, man, what the hell's got into him?
Demons! You can stay if you want, but you'll die! Everyone will die!
I'm just as confused as you are. Yeah, seriously, I don't know what is up with this scene. This random guy whom we never seen before goes crazy and shoots himself, and that's it. No, wait, guy. If you off yourself now, then you'll never have the chance to get killed by the God Baby. And right on cue, the superweapon challenges her to a fight, and the day that the God Baby turns down a fight is the day I turn down a blowjob robot. Speaking of, I'm waiting, science.
Open up! Open this door! Laura! Laura!
Alright, lady, when you start reminding me of Excel...
Hello? I'm begging you, Lord Palazzo, it's your faithful Excel! Just one look, please let me see your face just once, Lord Palazzo, please! I know you must be angry!
You've officially gone off the deep end. God, where the fuck do I know her voice from? The God Baby doesn't take long before it outright owns the superweapon by pulling its scanners and making its head explode, along with a couple of other hapless bystanders. This all comes down heavily on its creator, who, like pretty much everyone else in this story, goes a little nuts.
What happened in there, Laura? Why do you live? Was there someone else in there who saved you? Tell me, Laura. Tell me!
Leave her alone, asshole!
Remember where you are. This is the house of God.
Let me go!
Father, keep him away. Everything he touches turns out bad. He's a dangerous man.
Telling you there's something strange about that girl's cyborg body. I have the right to know what it is.
Unhand me! I'm not crazy! I'm the only one who's not crazy! And just to prove how not crazy he is, he happens upon God Baby's somehow sentient arm and decides to revive the superweapon with it. I just... fucking what?
The Vajranoid is alive? I don't believe it.
I didn't believe it either.
It's impossible. I don't understand.
I thought that the Vajranoid could not survive without his battlesuit. You yourself said that.
Well, yeah, the Vajranoid can't survive outside of the battlesuit, but thanks to the Duraga rolls of Gabajuju, he'll be just fine.
The Vajranoid has indicated to me that he has a hostile enemy on board this ship and has had to fight with this enemy. This enemy is still on board this ship and is very much alive.
What? No. What is it? Another Vajranoid?
No, it's a living being that has the power of Vajra.
Okay, I don't care how many times you repeat it, you're not going to be able to dignify the words Vajra or Vajranoid. So, of course, he tries to revive the superweapon, and just so he covers every single mad scientist trope recorded, he now talks in a wormy voice about finding God.
Father,
What is it, my son?
it's God. I thought you might like to know that I found God. And he answered every single question that I had to ask of him.
You must come to the chapel and pray with the rest of us. Confess your sins and God will cleanse your soul, my son.
Who the fuck is making these kids appear? And don't you dare say they're just ghosts haunting the ship. Why the fuck would they haunt this aircraft carrier when the people responsible for their deaths, the people they should be haunting, are nowhere near the carrier? And, not to mention, there's also this tiny little eensy fact that the people who did kill these kids are fucking dead. The climax is really fucking choppy and weird. The new superweapon seems to come out of nowhere and sneak up on some unsuspecting crewmen and kill them, which is amazing because the thing is about the size of an elephant and it's able to catch these guys off guard. Also, I have no idea how this transforms into this. Kind of a big leap in logic there, Genocyber. Speaking of leaps in logic, the new superweapon goes apeshit and takes over the entire carrier, and the Akira flashbacks continue as the crew are slaughtered by their own ship, except for the wild child and the doctor who manage to fend it off until it dies down.
They turned it into a monster!
Hi there. I see you made it.
Huh?
How lovely. And as you can see, I made it too, Dr. Myra. Great, isn't it?
You didn't die!
Do you think I'm stupid enough to be killed by my own creation?
You really don't want me to answer that one, asshole. She's Reiko the biker chick from Golden Boy. That's where her voice is from. Yeesh. Oh. This kind of makes things awkward. The professor pulls an Osmond Sadler and Godbaby is right in time. Unfortunately for the doctor, this causes the last bit of sanity in her to finally snap. Especially since it's revealed that her daughter died on the plane that Godbaby pile-drive that one mercenary through last episode. And how exactly did the doctor find out about that if she wasn't on the plane? Search me, asshole!
My Laura's killed the monster! Laura! You have to kill all the other monsters on the ship for Mommy. You have to save us. Laura... Huh?
Must resist showing Mommy Dearest clip. And in no minutes flat, Godbaby wrecks the carrier shit in a massive explosion that the doctor somehow survives. Just fucking roll with it. We close out the second part with Godbaby destroying the nearby country because fuck it, why not?
What's that? Up there, what?
What is it?
Laura! She's come back for me. Look, she's an angel! Laura! Mommy's here! Come back! Take Mommy with you! Laura!
I'm down!
Laura! Come back to me! Don't leave me, Laura! I'm in hell, Laura!
Wow. That's kind of a heart-wrenching scene. Let's shit all over that.
Come back and claim your prize! Oh, come back! Wait for me! Oh, have sex with me, please! I want you, Kentaro! Oh, teach me how to be a woman! Ravish me! Screw my brains out! Oh, take this hot bitch now! Oh, whoa! Oh, come back! Oh, Kentaro!
Ho! I'm going to hell. As I said before, the second part is more disjointed and boring than anything. It just feels that the entire story was nothing but pointless savagery. You could say the same thing for the first part, but at least that had something resembling a character arc. This, on the other hand, is just a throwaway story that didn't develop further than watch how shit gets fucked up. Whether this makes it worse than the first part is still up in the air for me, because while I don't like being bored, I don't like seeing naked boy peeing. While the first two parts of this OVA may have its ups and downs, the third part is the real deal. It is just as bad as everyone says it is, and possibly even worse. So stay tuned for our third and final installment. Till next time.
She